Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Scoreboard Keepers. I am your host, the Ref, where I keep you up to score and everything sports, hip hop, and hot topics. Bo Nix out for the remainder of the season. You guys already know. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Scoreboard Keepers. You're around here, we'll keep the seats. We keep the score. So if you want to get on the board, make your point. If it makes sense, we'll add it to the board. If it don't, we won't. Scoreboard Keepers.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, if this season can't get any crazier, man, this season is wacky, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this clock rolling. This season is crazy. On the second to the last play in overtime, they said Bo Nix sustained a fractured bone in his right ankle and is now out for the remainder of the season. That is crazy for Broncos fans, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. I've never seen a game where it was so many ups and downs and ebbs and flows and so many abrupt feelings that fast after a game. You go from defeating the Buffalo Bills on your home field to make it to the AFC Championship game, and you defeat Josh Allen in overtime in crazy fashion. And then right after that game, you find out that your quarterback sustained an ankle injury on the second to the last play of the game and is now out for the rest of the season. I mean, that's I don't even know how to even to reconcile that. I don't even know how you even reconcile that as a Denver Broncos fan or a Buffalo Bills fan, because I mean, it was some crazy things that went on in that game, like the Brandon Cooks catch. So I saw Josh Allen in tears after the game. So, but the reason I have this photo up here is because I believe that this injury took place right here. There's some doctors out here watching this footage. And I mean, we're not taking anything away from the doctors, but I don't think the doctors actually understood or know when this injury took place. They're saying it took place on the plant. I don't believe it took place on the plant. I mean, that's just our opinion over here. We're not taking anything away from the doctors, but we just saying that we don't think that the injury took place when they say it took place. Now, they may know how to diagnose it, but we know how to actually diagnose this video footage. They may be able to diagnose the exams, okay? But we know how to diagnose this footage, okay? You might know how to diagnose those X-ray exams, but damn it, we know how to diagnose this damn film. Because if you look very closely, right? If you look very closely, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why we say what we say. Now, we could be wrong because we're not always 100% right over here, but I saw something a little different than what the doctors were talking about, and I'm going to show you. Like, if you look very closely at the film, right? You look very closely at the film in this play right here. Watch this play. This play is very interesting. Let me see. It's very interesting when you look at this and you see how let me make sure this is off. Watch this play. It's in slow motion. See, they saying it happened right here on the plant, right? I don't believe it happened right there on the plant. They're saying it happened right there on the plant. I believe it happened right there. Okay? They're saying that happened right here. They said it happened right here, right? And then he jumps, right? But I don't think it happens there. I think it happens after the jump, right? Watch this right foot. This is where we think it happens. Boom. This is where the scoreboard keepers and the ref thinks it happens. Right here. not on the plant. Look at his ankle. All the pressure and all the weight is on that right ankle, right? And then look, it does something weird. You look, it just kind of like kicks out weird. Watch this. See, here's the plant. Boom. But he's not really on that. He just jumps off of that right foot. Blam. Look at that ankle. Did y'all see that? That thing didn't turn right. It didn't look right when he landed on it. And he had defenders actually coming that way also to help him, to help him go down. But if you look very carefully, I'm gonna take this back. Take this back. Boom. Look, I believe that's where that injury took place right there. All that weight, and all that force and pressure coming down on that right ankle, and then it kicks out weird. Look, that's why it just gave out. Like he didn't even go forward. It was almost like this guy, this defender right here for the Bills was holding on to his one leg so he couldn't go forward. So that ankle may have stuck in the ground. Because normally when somebody jumps forward like that and lands on one foot, they get a little more forward progress. And he probably would have been able to leapfrog to about the 45-yard line. To about the 45-yard line, but he wasn't able to do that. He stopped right in his tracks. And that's what I see. Look, check it out. See that guy on his leg? He has a defender on his leg already, right? Let me take it back just a little more. You see right here. This is the hop. Let me take it back a little more. This is the plant, but then the hop. This is almost like how Bo Jackson got hurt. Only thing, it was a hip. With a defender hanging on your leg like that, with you dragging him, right? But watch this. Okay, the defender has the left leg. He jumps off of his plant foot, and he looks like he's going to break away from this defender, right? But the defender grabs his leg, and then boom, right there. Look, plant, jump. Defender has your leg, blam, plant, leap. Plant, defender has your leg, and oh yeah. That's where it happened, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me different. Those doctors are wrong. They trying to say that it happened on the plant foot. No, the ref and the scoreboard keeper said it happened after the plant. It happened after the hop and on the land. With this player this defender from the Buffalo Bills holding on to his leg. Oh yeah. Look, plant, it didn't happen on the plant, or his leg would have gave out. He was able to jump. Defender has his leg. Bam. Look, plant, hop from the 40 and landing on that one foot. He would have pushed off. Nope. It just gave way. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. That's it right there. That's it. You guys, man, make sure you guys leave your comments down below. If you think this happened on the plant, or do you think this happened prior to the plant? Or do you think it happened on the land after the plant and the leap? Because this is very obvious to us. If you look really, really, really closely, man, really closely, his plant was pretty strong. And he made a move to actually get away from the defender. He made a move. He made a football move to make sure he got forward progress. But this defender got a good arm around his waist right now to actually get a leg. He tried to get two legs, but he only ended up getting one. Look at this defender. He makes his plant. The defender's coming up. It's one-on-one, and he tries to make a plant and a move. He plants, and he hops to the inside, but the defender catches that leg, look, and alters his direction in midair. He alters his direction midair. So instead of him going down, he was actually able to get part of his balance with one foot and bam, sticks it right in the ground, right there. Look at that. He altered his trajectory in the air, midair, and he was landed on that foot And it just looks like that joker just gave way. Look at that. That's a good photo of it right there. I believe that that's where the injury took place, ladies and gentlemen. And he's probably lucky it wasn't an Achilles, because that's an awkward position in that weather. That's a very awkward position, because his body is actually changing trajectory in the air. Now, he probably wanted to go forward, north-south, but this defender altered that and made him a little east-west. So I totally don't agree with these doctors out here that are covering this right now. Some of them have damn near 1 million views talking about it happening on the plant. Like, what? No, here's the plant right here. And he's planting on his left foot. He's hopping off of his right. Look, he turns to the inside, but he's jumping off of both feet, and boom. Oh, man, yeah, there it is. There it is. We don't even have to see any more. Look, we don't have to see any more. Look, there it is. Plant, jump, hop, step to the inside, change the directory in the air by the Bills defender, and boom. And down on that ankle he goes. Change the directory in the air. He's going forward. Nope. Bam. Hold, and the guys hold on to your leg. Yeah, that's it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thumb up this video. Let those doctors know what the ref said over here, okay? We seen they got almost damn near 1 million views on this, talking about it happened on the plant. I'm sitting there like, no, what are you looking at? It didn't happen on the plant. It happened on his landing. That's what it looks like to us. I can't wait till Bo Nix, speaks on this and lets us know, exactly when did he feel that it happened, and see if we're right and see if the doctors are right. We think that happened on the landing after the defender grabbed his leg with the changing of the trajectory in the air. You guys let us know. We're going to get down in the comments down there. Let's dialogue about it. Let's debate about it. Let us know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. Thumb up this video. And, let us know, man. I want to know what you guys think, because I know what my eyes see. And I know that it looked like on his plants, it didn't look like he was having any issues, because he wouldn't have been able to hop. But he was able to hop, and that defender actually played a part in that hold on that leg. We seen this happen to Bo Jackson, but it happened to be a hip and not an ankle. So like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thumb up the video. Let me know what you got going on down below in the comments, and I'll get down there with you. So until the next episode of the Scoreboard Keepers, I'm your host, the Ref. God bless and score.